Hello and welcome to my first impressions video of the NYX Sex Education collab. So I figure for my very first video filmed in my New York apartment, I would try this new NYX collab. So I didn't buy absolutely everything from the collab. I believe there was a primer and then something else that I skipped on, but I got a good majority of it. So what I do have is I have the palette, the jumbo eye crayon bundle, the brow glue, and the gloss. And even though I won't be able to try everything in its full capacity today, I'm still going to be swatching everything. So I think what I'm going to do for the try on today is I'm going to use the white jumbo pencil in the kit as a base and then go in with the palette. I know a lot of people back in the day really loved using the white jumbo pencil either as a base or in the waterline. Obviously this is still a trying testing video, so I'm still gonna go in with like regular eye primer just to see how it performs by itself. So I'm gonna be swatching the jumbo eye pencils first. Here's the outer packaging. I feel a little bit split on the outer packaging because while this is very like cute, kind of like retro packaging, I don't know how well it fits with sex education. For example, I think either Zara or H&M did a collab with sex education, and the clothes from that collection fit sex education as a show a lot better than I think the packaging for the NYX collab did. So I just got it out of the packaging, so I'm gonna go left to right swatching all of these, starting with the white one, which I'm going to be using as a base later, if I can get it out. Okay, got it. So here we go. Ooh, creamy. But what I was gonna say was I don't like how little product they give you for these kind of pencils. Like, this doesn't twist up at all, at least not to my knowledge. So this is kind of all the product you get. So that's kind of my big qualm with it. I generally really do love the formula of eye pencils. I've never tried the NYX eye pencils before, so it'll be interesting to see what my opinion on the formula is. I'm gonna be swatching this like gold champagne one next. But I generally really like cream eye pencil formulas. Ooh, this is pretty close to my skin tone. Oh, you can see it though. Next we've got this like pink Kai. Almost wanted to call it mauve because it'd be like Maeve, the character from Sex Education. Oh, that's kind of a cute pink. I'd almost want to use this as like a lip color. At least it's supposed to be eye pencils, but that'd be a fun lip color as well. Alrighty. The next one is this kind of like teal green. This guy. Ooh, comes out a little lighter and mintier on the thing, on my swatch than in the actual like pen. Next is this dark purple. Ooh. Doesn't come out as bright in the swatch compared to what it looks like, yeah. Oh well. Last color is, I believe, like a brown. Yeah, it's like a dark brown. Ooh, that'd be nice as just like an eyeliner. Alrighty, I just primed my lids with some Urban Decay primer potion, and now I'm going to be going in with the white NYX jumbo pencil. I've already started watching the 3rd season of Sex Education. I'm not all the way through yet, but in one of the episodes, the character Eric was wearing kind of like a white graphic liner, and I wonder if it was this. So yeah, he was just kind of wearing it. Maybe a little more. The line wasn't as thick as what I'm drawing, but obviously it's because I'm using this as a base and not as like a graphic liner. Okay, so obviously this isn't the prettiest looking thing ever, but it's only because it's a base. So now I'm gonna start swatching the palette, and this is called the Magic Maker palette. It's a nice little small palette. I'm kind of glad because I feel like a lot of collabs lately, maybe other than like the Baby Yoda palette, have these kind of bigger palettes. Even like other ColourPop collabs where they do the 12 pan, I feel like those err on kind of the bigger side compared to something like this. This is like nice and small. Almost kind of reminds me of like those pro artist palettes that like professional makeup artists have. Alrighty, let's swatch first in this pink shade. Just gonna swatch with my base already on, it's fine. Ta-da! And then the purple. These are all kind of like fun I don't want to say kids makeup colors, but they're like kind of bright neons because it's too bright to be pastels, but it's not like deep enough to be like autumn winter colors either. It's a nice little green. Not super pigmented on the swatch, but I'll have to see how they perform on the eyes, especially like I said with the white base. This is gonna be fun. Pretty gold on the thumb. Ooh, maybe I want to swatch that again. That didn't come out super great. Also doesn't help, this gold is really close to my skin tone. Yeah, you can just barely see it right there. Okay, cleaned off my fingers for one last swatch of this orange shade. Ooh, that swatch nice. Actually, that swatch the best out of like everything. Even though just looking at the palette, the color story is not super cohesive. I feel like the fact that all of these tones are kind of the same opacity or brightness really pulls it together. Also the fact that in the show Sex Education, all of the characters' makeup looks of the characters that do wear makeup at all, it's super dynamic. But I think for my look today, I think I'm gonna kind of stick with like the classic sunset colors. So I'll mainly be sticking with these two and then these two. Starting with, I think I'm just gonna go right in with the pink. Let's just go super crazy. I think I'm then gonna add some purple to kind of more the outer area. I think I'm then gonna get a blending brush so I can blend this out better. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I think as a final touch, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this orange shimmer in the inner area. Ooh, there we go. Now, like I said, I think I wanted to use one of the jumbo pencils as an eyeliner, so I think I'm gonna go in with the brown guy. You know, you think with the pencils being so big, you would have a hard time like getting in the inner corner like this, but I did okay, at least for my eyes. And then like I said, the eye pencil's super creamy. When I put it on top of the shadow, I am getting already some transfer of the pencil due to my like the double crease on this eye. Obviously, I don't have that problem this eye because this eye is a mono lid, but because I have a crease on this eye, transferring some of the pencil. So I would say if like you have hooded eyes or deep set eyes where it creases like this on like it does on my right eye, maybe use some powder on top, or maybe just skip the jumbo eye pencils because the formula is so creamy, like it moved immediately. But yeah, as for the eyeshadows themselves, super pigmented. There was a little bit of pigment fallout, particularly on my right eye, but honestly, considering how pigmented the shadows are, it's not as much as I thought it would be. So the next item we have is the brow gel called the Bush Tamer. I'm pretty sure this is just a repackaging of NYX's current clear brow gel, but I'm not sure. I've actually never tried a brow gel before, so I've been super interested in trying this. NYX was my very first brow product ever, so I figure it's probably good to go back to NYX to try a new type of brow product. So yes, this is the Instant Brow Styler. I already have some pencil in my brows, but I know like brow gel tends to move your brows a little bit, so I might need to put on more pencil after this, but let's see. I'm not sure if I should like try to do the wolf's brow thing and like have all my hairs go all the way up, or just follow the natural direction of my brows. I legitimately don't know. Like I said, my first time trying this. Okay, so the minute I tried to like push my brow hairs up, that looked super bad, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I just kind of put the styler in the direction my brows kind of naturally go. I don't know how I feel about the result. I only feel like it did kind of a minimal amount of anything. My brows definitely feel kind of wet. I don't know. It's not super sticky, just like a little bit. It's not like crunchy either, which is nice. I don't know, let me know what you think. Have you tried a brow gel? Whenever I see people use brow gel, they really just like, yeah, they either swipe it kind of in the direction their brow hairs naturally go, or they do the feathered brow thing where they stick everything up. I don't think that look is for me, unfortunately, because my brows are already so big. So especially with people who have more brow hair, kind of like how I do, it's kind of just like an effortless swoop through the brows and it's all kind of done. So let me know if I'm like doing this right, if there's something I'm missing. Maybe putting pencil in beforehand was also a mistake. I really don't know. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts. But moving on to the final item, we have the NYX Butter Gloss, or rather the Juicy Secret Lip Gloss in a Bit of Honey. I'm almost certain when I bought this off the website, they just said it's just another shade of the NYX Butter Gloss. I think the name change on the packaging is just to kind of fit more in with the theme, but we'll see. I have only used the NYX gloss once. I never actually owned it before. I used my sister's once and that was kind of it. So I really am only kind of tangentially familiar with the NYX Butter Gloss formula. I know it used to be like a classic formula in the beauty community, but like it's one of those things where, like, you know, after so much time nobody really talks about it anymore. But yeah, let's give this a try. Okay, I've got to say, I really like this shade. It's just a hair pinker than I would normally go with my glosses, but especially with the eye look right now, I'm really loving it. I don't think it's super pigmented, but then again, my lips are already really pigmented, so even like glosses that are kind of medium pigmented kind of get overtaken by the natural color of my lips. Let me quickly just swatch this on my arm to see kind of what the true nature of the pigment is, kind of just beyond putting it directly on my lips. Yeah, there is definitely a decent amount of pigment in this gloss, because yeah, it's pigmented, and then in terms of the thickness, it's not super thick. It's kind of right in the middle. Like the Fenty glosses it's a little bit thicker than this, but this is thicker than, say, like the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lips. Those are super thin. Now that I'm like fully on my own living in New York, I've definitely become kind of a basic gloss kind of girl, especially when I go outside with my mask all the time. Although I will say, for mask wearing, I actually tend to prefer what I would call a mask-proof gloss. Those are those really thick, heavy glosses that sit on the lips and will not leave for anything, including when you have a mask on top. The standard example I always go to when I think of those really kind of heavy mask-proof glosses are the ColourPop Luxe glosses, where something like this, which is kind of on the thinner side, I don't think would stand up to a mask as well. But if you do like a kind of thinner, kind of more natural gloss feel, I think this is pretty good. But yes, that was everything I bought from the NYX Sex Education collab. Let me know, did you pick up anything from the collab? Are you watching Sex Education? Would you want me to review Sex Education? I think for now, at least, while I'm still settling into New York and my new apartment, I don't even have all my furniture yet. I'm probably going to be sticking more to makeup videos just because they're easier to do than taking in the time to watch a full season of a TV show, which is not really something I currently have a lot of time for right now. But still, let me know if you're interested, and until then, I will see you next time.